Stop! In this episode, we talk about tenants in situ and buying off plan.
Josh, you missed it.
No, don't say it now, it's recording. This is Aidan Rees-Heron and you're watching Property Geek TV episode 29. We started the vlog again, so things are slightly out of control. Can't be bothered to go into the office, so we're working from home today. But that means that sometimes it's a little bit mad. But things go quite well. We are busy with quite a lot of projects at the moment on the go. We've got a webinar this evening, so hopefully some of you will be able to join us. I'm not sure whether this will be out in time, but we've got a webinar this evening with Eric, one of my mentors and friends, and we're just going to be sharing some of our background and our secrets to growing a successful property portfolio. So that'll be really cool, and we've got a few more of those lined up in the future as well. I was hoping to have some help today for asking questions, so let me just go find that. Just bear with me. So the first question, Leo, if you just want to like overlay something, then that'll be really good, because obviously we don't have the box here. Maybe we could get like an imaginary box. Bing. The first question is buying properties with tenants in situ. For when you're buying properties with tenants in situ, well, technically you have to transfer the ASTs over, so that's alright, but it is very good to buy properties with tenants in situ. There's the added benefit that rent is coming in straight away, which is useful, so you know that you're getting a yield immediately. Things to look out for though, you need to know from the landlord, okay, why are they selling the property if there's already tenants in situ and it's cash flowing nicely. I'm always a little bit suspect around that, but then again, you know, it's always good to free up capital maybe to do another project, and that's just one of the ones that they want to cut out of their portfolio for something else. Or they want to cash in on the capital growth and the capital appreciation as the market rises. There's lots of reasons why landlords would want to sell. So just ask the question, and unless you ask the question you won't have the answer. So have you had any problems with the tenants? How long have they been there? How long's left on their AST? Is it an AST? As long as it's an AST then you're alright, but tenants that have been there for like 10 years or more, they might end up being sitting tenants, which gives them a few more rights, and it also means that things like the rent is fixed, which can be a complete pain because it will massively eat into your yields. And there's some other older tenancy agreements that mean, now I'm getting a bit caught out here, that mean things like they can assign the tenancy on to their children or relatives at the same fixed rental income price, so you could end up, so you just got to be careful for those things. So if it's over 10, 12 years old, I can't remember, at some point in the 90s that they stopped being issued, then you have to just be careful of that. But other than that, it's really, I think investing in properties with tenants in situ is great, especially if the yield is good. You might want to evict the tenants and request the property vacant if you're looking to do HMOs or service accommodation, but other than that, nothing really. You just work closely with your solicitor to ensure that everything runs smoothly. I think we're only going to do one question today. We've got a lot on the go, and we've got these, unless we've got another question. We've got another question?
We do have another question actually.
Okay.
Is investing...
Hang on, we're going to have an imaginary box.
Yeah. Is investing off plan a good idea?
Oh, okay, investing off plan. I think that's a great question, really. We just spoke about investing in properties with tenants in situ, which was quite interesting. If you've got any more problems around that or queries, just give us a call or send me a message, and we'll be able to point you in the right direction. We let the guild and our solicitors deal with that mostly. So off plan, just be careful you're not drawn into an emotional buy. A lot of off-plan developers and things on the big developments where they sell individual units are selling you a dream or like something like that, right? A vision. So that's why a lot of stock, when it's first released on the open market, drops in value really quickly before it starts to increase. conversions are slightly different. If you're investing in a large project as a whole, it's also slightly different. Just be wary when you're buying individual units. No thanks. When you're buying individual units, because they are selling you a concept and an idea. So that's really it. Just be wary. Do your own due diligence. And make sure that everything is smooth, and if you think it's a good investment, then go for it. I don't think there's huge issues of buying off plan, because people do it all the time, make good chunks of money.
Although sometimes you get those scare stories of they sold a beautiful house with a beautiful view, and all of a sudden they built like a block of flats in front of it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So it's just question what you're investing in it for, and do it that way. But investing off plan in itself is not a bad thing. It's just that normally they're overpriced, so just be wary of that when you're buying. And do your due diligence. It is. We've always said that it's better to invest somewhere that you know works, which means that investing in the stuff that doesn't look as nice, like older buildings and things like that, but you know that the yield is good and the area is working for rentals, is sometimes better. And take it that way. But if you're looking for developments and other projects, we have to provide new stock, so people have to buy off plan. That's the only way that it works. Just be careful you're not overpaying. So that's it really. Question of the day, renewal. Thanks Josh. Would you buy a property with tenants in situ, and why?